How would you like to step inside for a VIP guided tour of one of the top retail tourist attractions in London, England? Folks, I'm standing in front of Liberty London. And I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Selvane for connecting me to Adil, who then scheduled and set up the tour today with Ian. This place is epic. Jump inside here, learn a little of the history from 150 years, highlighting the British heritage and things that I learned so much about inside of here in this amazing Tudor style building and structure with 6 floors. Jump inside here with us, folks. Check out Liberty London, the Retail Nomad, London, England. The Retail Nomad, traveling the globe, sharing what the retail environment is like, hidden corners of the world. And before we dance inside, I wanted to just back up and give you a perspective of how massive this building and structure is. Again, this Tudor style is very unique. You see all the cement and the standard British look down the street, and then this unique, standalone structure is just epic, right? It's again, the main support beams internal are from old British Navy warships. I loved this history. And as we jumped inside, there was a long line for the elevator. So we decided to go ahead and take the stairs and gave Ian the ability to give me a lot of the history. Again, the anniversary, 150 years this year, as well as they have a massive fabric display installation that will look down from the top 5th floor in the Atrium area that we'll be looking down here shortly. And it was just phenomenal in what he was able to describe it. And I wanted you to see the history, the foot traffic. This place is bumping. This place is busy. I mean, there's all kinds of people in here. And wait till we get up top, look down to the Atrium area. And upon arriving up to the 5th floor, Ian is just kind of, scooting around here, the perimeter, and then we look over and we see the atrium. He's pointing out the beams, the supports, and you literally can feel and smell the history. Look at this atrium. This place is the center of the building and structure, and you could see virtually every floor from this lookover point of the top 5th floor rail. And you've got all these different departments and boutiques and some brand names that you may be familiar with, and other British or English or European names that I was not familiar with. But this just gives you a bird's eye view and the look and feel of this history and how they tie it in with various departments. And we're going to dance through here. Follow along.
The tapestry I'll show you later explains that fully, really, because celebrating our 150th birthday this year.
Nice.
We invited our friends to make a story. And after that story resulted in that.
Wow.
Which is a complete tapestry, which can be seen on all levels, which is beautiful.
Sure.
And people were invited to come in, collect a piece of fabric, and make something.
I love it.
And
engaging with the community.
Queen Victoria. Prince Albert, Queen Victoria on the throne. Felt very, I suppose the word is kind of felt very special.
Okay.
And they wanted to educate, they wanted to share, they wanted to show discovery.
This bit of the shop is very different to some of the rest of the shop, which is brands.
Exactly. Yeah. This comes from your expertise and your 100 plus years.
It's a piece of art.
Exactly.
Is how we would describe it.
A collectible art, one of.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay. Well, and obviously your clientele knows that. Yeah.
We hope so.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Well, congratulations. This is
Nice to meet
very
you.
informative. Very cool to learn that King Charles's family has utilized some of the clothing from here. Very cool.
We have worked very well with a company, a very eccentric English company called Jellycats.
Jellycats.
And they're very They make the most beautiful animals, which are highly desirable.
Really?
They've become the thing to have this season.
I will say that I checked out these jelly cats, and these things are soft, and they're pretty darn cute. I could see easily how these are collectibles, that both the children and the adults love them. And hopefully you've gotten a good idea of the history, the heritage, and what this the legacy brand Liberty brings to the entire English community, as well as the tourist crowd as well. One thing that blew me away is just learning the history and what Ian was able to tell me and describe to me here. Originally founded in 1875 by Arthur Liberty with a loan of £2,000, which he paid back in 18 months. It's just amazing what you see. This company was originally structured on Regent Street, now has moved over to Marlborough in the building we're standing in. And, had collaborations, opened up a costume department in the late 1800s, now has many collaborations with many artists, as well as many famous brands, one of which you're going to see coming up here shortly with Adidas. It just blows me away, the history here. And one thing I thought was intriguing is how they take a product mix, blend it with an artist, and any normal household goods, supply, materials. You see here, this collection of plates and cups and so forth is this artist here, Fornasetti. Fornasetti, the artist. Love this mix.
And so you thought, why not use all this timber
Exactly.
to build something beautiful?
Oh my goodness.
And so this whole building is built out of two battleships.
Two battleships.
Two battleships.
Oh my God.
The length and the height of the building is
Uh-huh.
the length and the height of the impregnable outer water.
Uh-huh.
This exhibition here shows you our heritage of fabrics, which is quite lovely.
Totally.
So these are copies of the original artwork pieces
Uh-huh.
that we utilised to form the decorations for the wonderful, wonderful fabrics that we've done over the centuries.
Wow.
And
So,
I love the way you can touch it.
yeah, exactly. I was looking for a sign that don't touch.
No, there's nothing here.
Okay.
Nothing here at all.
Okay. So he designed and built this structure.
Using friends
Mhm.
and colleagues, because he was that charmer.
Uh-huh.
remember?
Yeah.
So
Bring
he
the
got
buddy.
Ben Jones, he got William Morris, he got Pugin, he got
Oh,
Boise.
Uh-huh.
He got Hall and Hall, the architects, to actually build this building for him. And his dream was to build a little palace.
I can honestly say I believe Liberty is the first retail store I've been to in the world that has its own textile factory producing these incredible fabrics and designs, and they have different collections and so forth. They have a whole department, just offering these to producers and so forth. But very cool to learn of the textile and fabric history that Liberty offers. One thing I was very intrigued with, Ian brought me in here at the base of this fabric, textile installation display, showing me these collector booklets, and these are submissions from their customers, clients, and guests. It's connecting generations. With COVID, they learned there was a separation and divide, and now grandmothers are bringing in old submissions from generations past, connecting today's modern design and generations. And again, here's another example of a collector's artist collaboration. This one here started with Dimitri Omersa, and it's all these heritage animals from rhinos to dogs to horses and so forth. They've been utilizing this collection for nearly 100 years. It's just absolutely amazing. I love these little things.
After all those beautiful textiles and items from outside Europe. It was a very loose term, Oriental in those days.
Sure.
As well as purchasing and selling original pieces, he became very intrinsically involved with those artists. He remembered all those people that he was chatting to whilst he was at Farmers and Rogers, and also at his new Liberty store. He started having conversations.
Okay.
And so he got these guys on board. They were full of the excitement of production and beauty. And that's really what the arts and crafts heritage is all about.
Exactly.
So here we have our lovely stationery rooms. These sell the beautiful cards and things, which we're very famous for, the bags, which we're also very famous for. because people love taking a bit of our story.
Exactly.
So we will have things like beautiful carpets upstairs sold at 10 or 15,000. We'll have rings downstairs at 50,000, but we also have a 495 bid. When we do a collaboration, it's very important that we get to know the client.
Sure.
It's a bit like a good relationship or marriage.
Okay.
They have to go out a bit. They have to have dinner together.
Sure. Get to know one another.
And from that, children are birthed.
There you go. That happens.
And this is how magic happens. When you look at that, you can see Adidas. But when you look at that, you also see Liberty.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Do you see? It's a perfect relationship.
That's a special version for you.
So these are special ones made exclusively.
Oh my goodness!
By our collaboration with
Adidas.
We also have Astier. Astier is a beautiful company in France.
Okay.
They were wanting to have an office in London to sell their beautiful pieces. They approached us. We had a lovely conversation. We discovered that they made copies of 15th and 16th century pieces. It was love at first sight.
Exactly.
It just works in Liberty, doesn't it?
That's like peas and carrots. And here, jumping into the cosmetics section, fragrances, lotions, and beauty, healthcare, HBAs. But I love the dark wood tones up top. Again, connecting the history with modern labels. A lot of shop and shops, vendor shops here, putting up their department goods, items, products. Some of them are one-time events, and then they take them down after a month or two. Others may stay up permanent. So I love this true definition of a department store. One thing I loved is that Liberty, so proud of their 150-year heritage and anniversary, put together this amazing video in a small movie theater here in the store itself, showing how the boats and travel and the international exploration, going to the east, to Japan, to the Orient, you see East India House, and what truly helped build Liberty as a creator, an inventor, connecting continents. And then, the core, the structure of this Liberty Tudor style building, truly was built from two British Navy ships. It's just amazing what they've combined, put together, built over generations, and brought to life, which today, you saw the foot traffic. This store is thriving. Just the combination of ancient Oriental history, the fabrics, the designs, just think of the Silk Road back in the day, bringing the patterns, designs, styles into the West. So to me, it was very eye-opening, bringing life and color, if you will, to some times and eras, the Renaissance era festivals and so forth. It was very, very eye-opening to see how they've combined and put this all together under one roof, and how one gentleman created this, Arthur Liberty. It truly has been an educational experience to learn what they've built throughout time. So kudos to the entire team here at Liberty today, as well as generations past. And you see, this as an example of what brought life and color to the olden ages. It truly was eye-opening, and I loved how they put this little video together. So thanks much to the entire Liberty team. And here we are, closing out today's tour in Liberty, London. Ian, thank you so much for today's guided tour.
Always a pleasure.
This was an actual history lesson. Hopefully, I deliver the context of what I learned from Ian here today. This place is a true heritage staple. If you ever come and visit London, visit Liberty London. Thanks much for tagging along here this week. You see right there, it says Liberty London, the #2 tourist destination in London. That's how classic the heritage just exudes on every one of these floors. You see here, this is the famous archway. You can walk underneath. and you can shop up top. I wanted to thank Selvane for setting up this VIP guided tour. I wanted to thank Adil for connecting me to Ian. Ian, for your time walking me through. Truly was a history lesson here. Liberty, London, on the streets. You've probably heard of Regent. I'm 1 second away right here. It's absolutely epic. You ever make it to London, do yourself a favor, jump inside. You could feel and learn the history of England. Retail Nomad closing out. Stay tuned to the Retail Nomad, as each week we'll be profiling different types of shopping experiences around the world. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.